Hello Aquarius, this one's for you. This is part of a playlist of mini micro reports for the Aquarius new moon eclipse, Feb 15th, 2018. That's you Aquarius. This is Tarot Luminnation. Now, a couple weeks ago, we just had the big Leo Aquarius full moon eclipse, so you might have felt that very much in the world of significant relationships. Well, this one is all about you now. It's right in your face, all about you. Chances of new beginnings, new starts, fresh awakenings to a new version of you that's never really existed before. It's like the upgraded version. But also, because it's aligned with the South Node, becoming starkly aware of what is obsolete and redundant with you now that needs to be simply left behind gracefully and blessed on its way so that you can start from scratch with the least amount of baggage. Cards are already well shuffled in advance, but we go to the last second so you're a witness. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. The cards will just tell a little story on their own, and then you can reinterpret however you like to suit yourself, okay? Also, Aquarius, please note in about 6 months from now, we're going to have another series of Leo Aquarius eclipses right in your home turf again, okay? So just letting you know. This is kind of a setup for that period. Let's have a look. What's the situation? What's the challenge? How are we going to handle it? And what's the circumstantial energy like? Let's think of it as weather. You're going to make the best of it, okay, Aquarius? You've got the Two of Pentacles. So this might feel like you're holding the balance between two worlds, like the past and the future, where the present, the actual present moment, the moment of the eclipse is that tipping point on the teeter-totter, where you become starkly aware of everything that was and all the goodness that you have from there that needs to be brought forward into the future, everything that's obsolete that needs to be left behind. And it's a juggling act, you know, to get that so you don't go stumbling into the future, tripping up over redundant baggage that you don't need. You can actually gracefully move into a new beginning with a lighter load, but simply with the talents and gifts and resources that you need to stay, well, not to stay, but to start fresh in a state of balance. So right now, at this very moment, it might be a little bit wobbly, but as things, let's say, settle out in a few weeks with the big fat Pisces energy coming up soon, things will stabilize. Okay, let's have a look. What's the situation? Wow. Fertility. Maybe you're really feeling it, Aquarius. Maybe you're feeling that this is really the time where you're understanding your own value, your own resources, your own gifts, your own beauty, your own awesomeness, your own abilities to, let's say, be very, very present and create the new life that you want. Literally like being very, very pregnant. Okay? So whether, I mean, it's just symbolic. I'm just talking about a symbolic pregnancy here. I'm not talking about you have to have kids, whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't even matter. I'm just talking about the energy where there's a chance to let your physical self, your physical body, the Aquarian person that you are, start to move in a newer, healthier manner where all your resources and gifts and talents are kind of in full flow and have a chance to fully blossom like never before, unimpeded by our own processes of self-undoing, and just allowing yourself to like fertilize and be fertilized and to germinate and grow and blossom into this like new improved version of the self. Now, what's the challenge with all of this? Okay, wondering whether it's even possible, having doubts whether this is all just an optical illusion, and you know, it's just tarot illumination spinning, you know, optimism for people who are depressed or whatever. I don't see it as that way. For you, Aquarius, I see that is that, you know, you've probably been under a lot of pressure with these eclipses starting last year about this time. I don't know if you recall, very early 2017, this is when these big eclipse cycles started. And you might have been taking it really, really tough. It might have been really, really crushing you, especially in the area of significant relationships, wondering whether you can hold on, whether you will prevail, and also realizing like my gosh, it's like how you can become your own worst enemy and paint yourself into a corner where it's like you having to handle everything and like wondering if there's ever going to be any support for you, whether you can like integrate fully into the world, fully fertilized, where you're with the rest of the world and us, and the rest of the world is contained in you. So, yeah, it will be understandable if you're challenged by extreme self doubt about your abilities to cope here at all. But that's so important to understand moving forward. It's like if you can bring into stark awakening all the stuff that's redundant and needs to be left behind, then that's a good thing. Okay? As opposed to seeing it as a challenge, but right now it might feel like almost insurmountable. Like the eclipse could be so starkly revelational for you about like what's not working, what needs to be left behind, and what is opening up for you. And because the future can be so intimidating for us, that could feel, um, you know, wondering whether you can handle it or not. And also, if we look at, sometimes it's so easy to get, you know, because that's how our brains work. Our brains are always looking for problems to solve. That's how we stay alive. So if you're looking at the past and realizing, oh my God, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess, and then forgetting your own awesomeness, that's a problem. So how are we going to deal with this? Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm feeling. Okay, Aquarius, what I'm feeling is this is almost like an indoctrination, like an initiation of some kind, where there's no way out here. It's like going through a big funnel, you know, like that shape of an hourglass. It's like your whole being is being squashed through a tiny nozzle. Ow, 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 ow. And then you come out the other side, a brand new you. So the way to handle it is accept that this is part of natural events going through this eclipse cycle where you're literally being squeezed and crushed into you know, like one of those ice cream nozzle things, you know, no, cake icing things where there's you in the bag here, and nature and events and the planets and heaven and circumstances are squishing you through this weird funky nozzle, and it all comes out as swirly beautiful icing, you know. And so the way to do it is just accept the pressure, understand that the pressure is normal, and it's perfectly normal to feel that as you're going through this nozzle effect. The eclipse could feel very much like a tight compressed nozzle for you. So you can look at it as a way of becoming awesome through duress. So that you can convince yourself by what I would call self-talk, a lot of brainwashing yourself. Like a common thing that I've said a lot here is like, I am a very lucky person. I'm a very wealthy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very blessed person. And it's almost like swearing that to yourself in the mirror first thing in the morning, even if you feel starkly aware that this is not so, you still make it your mission, your vision to stare yourself down, so to speak, so that you can capture your full new self and your new awesomeness. Make that your default setting by declaration. I am happy. I am happy. I am very happy. Thank you very much. In fact, I'm a very lucky person. I'm a very wealthy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a very blessed person. And my awesome new self is going to manifest regardless. So I might as well just accept it and get used to it. Thank you very much. No apologies. All right? Living as if. Fake it till you make it. All right? You can handle this. Don't worry, Aquarius. All right, so I'll just put this aside here for you, and you can reinterpret however you want. It's your reading, okay? Bye-bye. All the best.